my,
Oh, I like
I
that
like
hat.
it. That's a cool hat.
Wow, it looks really good.
I don't know if it like covers my face.
No, you're good.
Day like today.
Courtney, you can see your face?
I can see your face, yep. Hi.
All right, my name's Debbie, and I'm going to be telling a slightly different Mexican story called my Salsi Mexican story. And it is a slightly different twist on a Mexican story. Have you guys ever had an experience in Mexico?
Oh,
A bad experience in Mexico?
Yeah.
So, this is a little different than what you might expect for a Mexican story. So, Ron and Debbie, they had a invention, and they were all excited about this invention. And they were on a mission to try and find a manufacturing plant, a factory, to try to start this business. They were a young couple, and they were searching all around for a factory. They lived in the Yuma area in Arizona, and everything's very expensive up there for the size that they thought they would need. And so Ron has this great idea, and he says, Debbie, I think I have found a building in Mexico that is the same dimension, the same thing that we need, but much cheaper. Are you serious? Are you kidding? Really? You want to let me? Are you serious? So, okay, I'll take a look at it, Ron. So they go and Debbie goes and looks at this building, and she says, okay, it's not too bad, but it's in Mexico, but it turned out to be okay. And so they start this manufacturing plant in San Luis, Mexico. So they start getting hiring their employees, and they found these great English-speaking employees in Mexico, and they were wonderful. They were nice, and fortunately, we found a lot of employees, but unfortunately, a lot of their employees turned out to be deported from America. And that's why they spoke such good English. So they had to be careful a little bit who they hired, but they turned out to be fine. So fortunately, Ron and Debbie started having a lot of sales, a lot of interest in the product. It turned out to be, a lot of people interested, and Ron got asked to speak all over the place, and so they started traveling. And so they take off and go traveling and speaking about the invention that Ron had created. And unfortunately, one day they came back and some of their stuff was missing. Some of their stuff had been robbed out of their factory. So fortunately, they recovered from this, and they continued making the product and making sales. But unfortunately, now they were doing a greater volume in product that they had to start dealing with the customs fees of exporting a product. So now they had those fees involved. So fortunately, they recovered from that, and we continued making sales. And fortunately, we had wonderful employees that turned out to be good workers. And fortunately, one day, one of these employees was doing a little errand for Debbie and Ron with their vehicle. And unfortunately, the employee got pulled over by the Mexican policia. And the policia said, "Is this your vehicle? Show me some proof." And I said, "No, it's not my vehicle." "Well, I think the vehicle is my vehicle now." So the Mexican policia towed the vehicle because they couldn't show proof that it was their their vehicle. So Debbie and Ron had to go to the policia station and try to show that it was their vehicle, the proof that it was their vehicle. And they said, surely they'll give back the vehicle. No, you need to show me the contract. I can't, no, I see the insurance, but I need the contract. So Ron and Debbie go back and get everything that they could get on the vehicle to prove that it was their vehicle. So they bring it back to the police station, and they say, okay, here you go, it's our vehicle, so give it back. And they said, no, we need the contract in Spanish. So now we have to go translate the contract into Spanish to get our vehicle. And so Ron and Debbie get a translator and translate the contract. And fortunately, we got the vehicle back. So fortunately, one day we were finally able to move the manufacturing to the States, here in Phoenix. And unfortunately, we missed many of our employees in Mexico.